Hello, everyone. Are you there?
Not yet.
Hello.
Here we go.
There we go. It is quite dark over here. Can you hear us? There's a cat next to me. Meow.
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 Hello, everyone. We just came from a palace. Sorry, we're a little late. Because we had to. Oh, long story.
That's a long story. A lot of food.
Too much food. But we're now at. Oh, it's scary already. But we are at the Haar Palace. This is Anna next to me. I don't know if you recognize her in this light. My name is Stefan, and we're gonna take you over. It's a sort of a light festival, light show. Yeah, it's scary a little bit with that light. Very confronting. We're gonna enjoy what we're seeing. So it's not that we're gonna do a lot of information in this tour. It's just seeing and getting into the lights. Maybe sometimes I'm translating a little from what they're saying in Dutch, because I think I'm hearing some Dutch words and things. We'll get music, all that kind of things. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you warm enough?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it is. Winter is coming. Winter is coming over here. That's literally the coming week. The coming week, winter is coming.
Really?
When you're leaving, winter is coming. Yeah.
You're taking the rain with you.
You're taking the rain with you. Somewhere. Okay. Lift the camera. There we go. Let's see how...
Yeah, it's in Dutch. Yeah,
It is
I knew
in
that for my
Dutch.
notes here.
Yeah.
You kind of understand it.
So... Of course, it is about the castle. It is about what we're seeing over here. And... Oh... You also see... There is an emergency number. I only didn't bring my phone like that, so I don't know that. But it's a very old-fashioned one. But let's see. We just got through the entrance over there. Let's see how beautiful it is here already. And then we're getting welcome.
Luister naar de vogels in het kasteelpark. Hoe blij ze zijn jullie weer te mogen verwelkomen. Ik ben Lindert, de oudste boom van Park de Haar. En vanavond vertel ik je een magisch verhaal uit het wonderlijke boek van het kasteel. Met hopelijk een goede afloop. Want o wee, er is gedonder op komst. Het eeuwenoude kasteel de Haar kent een roemrijke geschiedenis die teruggaat tot diep in de duistere middeleeuwen. Maar het ging heel
Going back to the Middle Ages.
Rampen, oorlogen en tegenspoed zorgden ervoor dat er niet veel overbleef van al die pracht en praal. Ruim 100 jaar geleden was het een grote droom van baron Etienne van Zuilen en barones Helene de Rothschild om het kasteel herop te bouwen en er de mooiste schatkamer van Nederland van te maken, met souvenirs die ze meebrachten van op hun verre reizen. Op een dag stonden ze klaar om te vertrekken naar India, om een goede vriend de Maharaja te gaan bezoeken. Vol verlangen naar een nieuw avontuur zaten de baron en de barones een tikkeltje opgewonden in hun opgeblonken automobiel. Ze hadden al het kasteelpersoneel wel verdiend verlof gegeven, alleen Boris Butler was tot het allerlaatst gebleven om de reizigers eigenhandig uit te wuiven. Ook hij zou voor een paar dagen het domein verlaten. Ze hadden geen idee dat er hier in het kasteelpark een nog veel groter avontuur zou plaatsvinden. Maak je klaar voor een groot verhaal vol gedonder, gesprankel en getover.
There we go. That was a long story, basically saying that we're here.
Bij de Lumineuze Nachten van Kasteel de Haar. Luister naar de vogels in het kasteelpark. Hoe blij ze zijn jullie weer te mogen verwelkomen. Ik ben Lindert, de oudste boom van Park de Haar. En vanavond vertel ik je een magisch verhaal uit het blonde.
No, he was basically saying that the old tree, the oldest tree of the park, of course, he has seen everything that happened over here. And the owners of the castle just made their way to India. And then is the time for an adventure that we're gonna see over here.
Wow.
And of course, a lot of lights, a lot of lights, a lot of illusion, a lot of adventures. That is what is gonna happen.
Ooh, that's spooky.
That was a very short version.
Mystery, not spooky.
Mystery.
Mystery. Fantasy.
And one of the other things, what he told is that there happened a lot, but about 100 years ago, there was Baron van Zuylen who had lived over here, and he married Helene von Rothschild from the Rothschild family.
There she is.
The famous, exactly, oh, there she is.
Yeah,
okay.
the show.
We have Helena from Rothschild. There she is. And both of them lived over here, collected art and all kind of other things. And they also had enough money to build this fantasy castle. Because basically it is a fantasy castle on the terrain over here. And we're gonna see more of it. And it's already beautiful.
Can you actually visit the house, like,
Yes,
in general?
You can. Yeah, 11 months per year, Castle de Haar is open for the public. There's only 1 month per year when the family is still using it. So, but it became a little too expensive for them. That's why they gave it to the local government over here, to the government nearby. And all the other months of the year, it is open to the public. And that 1 month they are having here, it's in September. Then they're having parties over here and all kind of other things, and then everything is closed.
Is this where they invite all those very important people?
In the past they
Celebrities,
did. In the past they
jet
did.
sets.
Exactly. That is the nice thing, is when they designed this castle, and it's a little over 100 years ago. It was a very rich family, and they had connections with the jet set from literally all over the world. So a lot of famous guests has been here, like Roger Moore, for example.
Okay.
James Bond. Or I'm always thinking about James Bond when thinking about Roger Moore.
Coco Chanel?
Exactly, Coco Chanel, James Bond, and a lot of other celebrities. Sometimes also royals, by the way. Some Williams, some Edgars, etc. So...
We know a song about that.
No, we're not gonna sing. We're not gonna sing
No.
anymore. Okay, we're just going over here. We're following the crowds. It is a Friday. It is still winter holidays for a lot of kids. So that's why we're not the only ones over here while we're going around the gardens. And here at the right side, by the way, it is now a little dark. We see some lights, but this is the rose garden of Helene de Rothschild. Because also she had gardens around where she came, where she was walking, where she had her tea, where she came with her friends. And that was mainly in the rose garden that we see here at the right.
And that's probably where she got her inspiration from, because she was also a poet.
Yeah. That's true. Okay.
Is that a mouse?
There's a mouse, yeah.
Toen gebeurde wat nooit had mogen gebeuren. Een van de vogeltjes vloog tegen een eeuwenoud vaasje vol mysterieuze toverkracht dat de barones ooit had meegebracht uit het hoge noorden. Het vaasje viel van de vensterbank naar beneden in de kasteelgracht. En kasteel de Haar begon te kraken. En een ijzig koude wind bedekte alles.
I'm just listening a little to the Dutch, so I can translate it later on.
Alle vogels in het kasteelpark werden vervloekt. Ze verloren hun kleur en stopten met zingen. Het werd stil en koud rond het kasteel. Zita Zoldermuis was in paniek en rende voor het eerst in haar leven het kasteelpark binnen. De baron en barones waren nog maar net vertrokken. En ook Boris Butler had voor even de kasteelpoort achter zich dichtgetrokken. Toen er iets uitzonderlijks gebeurde in kasteel de Haar.
The owners just left.
Zita Zoldermuis woonde in een klein verborgen kamertje op de zolder van het kasteel en had een hart van goud. Alleen de vogels in het park waren op de hoogte van haar bestaan. Ze kwamen dagelijks via het gebroken dakraam op bezoek om gezellig te kwetteren en te piepen. Ze waren vrienden voor het leven. Nu alle bewoners en personeel vertrokken waren, kon Zita Zoldermuis eindelijk op ontdekkingstocht gaan. En voor de allereerste keer verliet ze haar schuilplaats en gleed, sprong, wipte en danste als een jong veulen door de slaapkamer van de barones. Een tiental kleurig fluitende vogeltjes vloog haar achterna. Wat een feest! En toen gebeurde wat nooit had mogen gebeuren. Een van de vogeltjes vloog tegen een eeuwenoud vaasje vol mysterieuze toverkracht dat de barones ooit had meegebracht uit het hoge noorden. Het vaasje viel van de vensterbank naar beneden in de kasteelgracht. En kasteel de Haar begon te kraken. En een ijzig koude wind bedekte alles met een dikke laag ijs. Alle vogels in het kasteelpark werden vervloekt. Ze verloren hun kleur en stopten met zingen. Het werd stil en koud rond het kasteel. Zita Zoldermuis was in paniek en rende voor het eerst in haar leven het kasteelpark binnen. De baron en barones waren nog maar net vertrokken. En ook Boris Butler had voor even de kasteelpoort achter zich dichtgetrokken.
It is a little hard to translate immediately what they're saying, but basically the story is that when the two owners left, they left the building. And soon after that, there was a little mouse who lived already for a very long time on the attic of the castle. And nobody knew that she was living here, only the birds knew it. So at the moment that the owners and also the butler went away, the castle was empty. The castle was empty, and that was the time that that little mouse was starting to explore the castle. She was starting to explore the castle, talking to all her friends, to all the birds, and all the birds were coming inside, flying around, talking to each other, basically twittering to each other, talking to each other. And then what happened? One of the birds just hit one of the things with magic inside. One of the balls with magic. And that ball that fell out of the window inside the canal that is flowing outside around the castle. And from that time on, something very bad happened. Because it became quiet on the castle. It became very quiet. All the birds, all the colorful birds, lost their colors from one at the other moment. And they stopped twittering.
Oh.
Tweeting.
Yeah.
They stopped tweeting immediately. So, of course, that little mouse was in panic. So she ran outside of the castle and came for the first time, because she lived her whole life inside the castle. And for the first time, she came inside the castle gardens. And that's where we are walking right now. And yeah, the language that you're hearing is Dutch. That's true. So, but I'm not knowing the story completely myself, so I'm just translating it every time after hearing it. Yeah.
As we go.
So, but look how beautiful it is over here. And we're gonna follow several animals. And of course now that little mouse was lost in the castle park. And we're getting through the park.
Oh, here I am. Meow.
Meow. Oh, a cat. Okay. Oh. She was walking through the gardens. And she was walking and walking and walking. And then after hours and hours, she was seeing a smart oil who was just looking into nothing.
Het lukte hem maar niet om zijn zo vertrouwde door het park te laten weer klinken.
And that all was trying to do ooh, ooh, but he couldn't find it anymore.
Misschien kan ik je wel helpen. Wat je mogelijk niet weet, is dat baron Etienne en barones Hélène zowat de hele wereld hebben gezien. Aan elke reis hielden ze de allermooiste herinneringen over. Ze keerden terug met de mooiste souvenirs. De meest mythische fabeldieren vol drakenpoten en walviskoppen. Het zuiverste zilver, de meest glimmende zijde en het breekbaarste porselein. Achter ieder voorwerp schuilt een hartverwarmend verhaal over de vele vrienden die ze in de meeste verre landen hebben ontmoet. De meest dierbare geschenken kregen een ereplaats in het kasteel of in het park en worden door de baron en barones gekoesterd. En wat weinigen weten, maar wat ik al vaak heb gezien, sommige van die souvenirs beschikken over wonderlijke krachten. Dit kan misschien wel onze redding zijn, Sita. Er valt veel te ontdekken in het kasteelpark. Zo staat er een beetje verderop een grote, magische glazen bol. Veel succes, Sita. En hou je klaar voor heel wat getover.
Okay. The wise owl was saying to Zita, Zita is the name of the little mouse. Okay, I also don't know the answer. I don't know the answer how to get the ban. How to make sure that all the birds can talk again. But what I know really well is that the owners of this castle, that they traveled over the whole world. They traveled the whole world, and from everywhere where they came, they brought souvenirs. From porcelain to statues to all kind of things worldwide. And they collected it and also placed it in the gardens and in the castle. And they say, the stories are going around that some of these souvenirs have magic powers. Ooh. So maybe, Zita, maybe it's a good idea if you're gonna search for some of these souvenirs. Ooh. And one of the things is, there is a big bowl somewhere over here in the park. Maybe you can find an answer over there.
Ooh, meow.
So be prepared. Be prepared for a lot of magic.
And I would say when it actually gets to traveling, I read that actually the Baroness, she was one of the first female racers. So she participated in the female race, yeah. Paris, Amsterdam and Paris.
Yeah, yeah.
So she did race the world
Yeah, that's true.
And she had the money to buy all those
Of course.
things.
So,
So we should be looking for a ball.
we should looking for a bowl or other souvenirs to maybe get some. Yeah, some hints.
Something round over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is it like a crystal ball?
A dancing ball.
A dancing ball?
So let's see if we can find something more.
Or a Christmas ball?
How about this? A Christmas ball. Can be all kind of things. But just to give you an idea, we're walking here with a lot of people. And everywhere there are lights. Okay. I see a big bowl over there. But we have to listen.
Zit zo over. De baron bracht het mee. Met geschenken vol liefde van overzee. De draak geeft je vuur. De fabel is kleur. De spiegel het mooiste gezang. De zandloper loopt. Maar keer de tijd om, dan gaat alles gewoon weer zijn gang. Maar jij, dappere muis, met een hart van goud, maar net iets te weinig macht. Jij wordt een held, waarin ieder van houdt. Eet eerst een gouden appel, vol levenskracht. De glazen bol doofde langzaam uit. Was dit de sleutel tot de oplossing? Als Zita het goed begreep, kon het mysterie inderdaad opgelost worden met behulp van de vele kostbare souvenirs. Een draak, een fabeldier, een spiegel en een zandloper. Zaten die souvenirs en geschenken echt vol tover en magie? Als die hun bovennatuurlijke krachten nu zouden kunnen bundelen. Maar eerst op zoek naar een gouden appel.
Just going a little away.
Zita Zoldermuis had een raad van uil opgevolgd en begon haar ontdekkingstocht door het kasteelpark.
It's a little busy over here.
Lichtte een grote glazen bol op. De baron en de barones hadden de bol ooit cadeau gekregen van een oude waarzegger uit het Wijze Westen.
But soon Zita was seeing a big ball. And this ball from glass, one of the souvenirs, started talking to her. And a voice came out, started to talk to her, and told her, you have to find several souvenirs. Find several souvenirs, find an apple. Start with finding an apple. But there are also, you can maybe find the key by searching for a dragon, searching for a mirror, and searching also for an old-fashioned clock.
Okay. Mirror, old-fashioned
Clock, a dragon,
little?
the key.
key?
The key. These are the keys, most probably the keys. So, and yeah, this is every Christmas they have this. Last year I was planning to go here, but it didn't work out. And every year it is, by the way, a different theme. So it can be a little more with music or with stories. This time it is a little more with stories.
Actually, when I think about their wealth, all the beautiful art collection that they had, and it's actually pretty sad that at the times of Nazi occupation, their palace was looted.
Yeah, there's a lot of places.
Yes.
There's a lot of
A little bit
places.
sad.
That's true. Okay. Oh, but it's looking beautiful. Look at the reflection in the water. Wow. There are a lot of festivities and things that are organized here on this terrain of the castle. But this specific thing is only one time per year. Okay, and let's see. I see a tree over there.
Yeah, there's something going on.
And there's something going on.
Maar hoe kon zij als klein opdondertje alles tot een goed einde brengen? Net toen ze alle moed ging laten varen, lichtte er een gouden appel. Hoog in de boom waaronder ze zat in te dommelen. Zita zolde maar veerde recht. En tot haar verbazing leek het zachte bedje mos wel een trampoline. Ze sprong steeds hoger en hoger, totdat ze uiteindelijk de gouden appel kon plukken en er een grote hap uit nam. Als bij wonder begonnen in de bomen rondom overal gouden appels te groeien. Zita zoldermuis straalde van levenskracht. Ze tuimelde en buitelde dat het een lieve lust was. Ze bundelde al haar moed samen en groeide uit tot de dappere muis die ze eigenlijk diep van binnen al was. Ze was helemaal klaar voor het echte avontuur.
And then a little further, Zita was seeing an old tree came nearby and she didn't know what to do anymore. She didn't know what to do anymore. But then she was looking up, and then on one of the parts of the tree there was a big apple. A big apple was hanging there, but it was too high. She couldn't reach, so she used the moss to jump higher and higher and higher. And then in the end, she got the apple. And after getting just a little piece of the apple, everywhere around her in the trees, golden apples were starting to glow. So the mouse, Zita, was getting a lot of energy after that and was thinking, okay, I have the courage to try to find all these souvenirs. So she made her way, started walking to find some more keys to find a solution. And it is a cute mouse for sure. Okay. What's that? No. Sorry?
It's quite quiet.
You don't hear me?
Yeah, but that's a bit loud.
Okay. Can you not hear us anymore or not? Just let me know. Wow, we look at the colorful castle. Look how beautiful this is.
I just cannot imagine this was not built in the Middle Ages.
No. But yeah, the thing is, yeah, it is not built in the Middle Ages, but if you're coming more nearby, then you see that there are specific things that would not fit in a medieval castle. For example, there are very big windows. Mm-hmm. And in the Middle Ages, you wanted to protect yourself. And with big windows, then the enemy could easily come inside your castle.
Of course.
So that's one of the things. And also, if you're going inside, then you will find out that the walls are not very thick. Not like meters, what you had in the Middle Ages. But very thin. But the interesting thing is of this castle, and maybe just walk a little more,
Yeah.
is that it is originally built on the ruins of an older castle. So there was an old castle from really just somewhere halfway the Middle Ages.
Okay.
And after several storms and lightnings and fires inside, so nothing was left and just some ruins. And when, a little over 100 years ago, when the Baroness and the Baron were buying this piece of land, they were buying it with the ruins. And they were thinking, we have to make something out of this. So what they did is they asked the Dutch most famous architect from that time. And you even know him, Anna. You even know him. Cuypers.
Cuypers.
Exactly. You've been in Amsterdam in the Rijksmuseum. You've been traveling from Central Station. That are two of his most famous buildings.
Even in Valkenburg, where we did several tours.
That's true.
The Central Station was built by him.
By him, yeah. Exactly. He was the most famous architect from the end of the 19th century. And he was asked also by this couple to redesign their castle. So what he did is he said, like, okay, I can do that. And you can even recognize a little. If you're thinking about the Rijksmuseum, you also have these little towers.
Yeah.
These little towers that are looking a little medieval. But they're not. So,
Exactly.
so it looks like it is all very old. But it is basically just using some old techniques. Or some old architectural styles, but then with modern techniques. So inside they were using steel. For example, also the castle has heating.
Oh, okay.
It has heating. It has all the things that were normal for the rich people, at least normal in the 19th century.
And I'm thinking, so if she was from the Rothschild family and she was the daughter of Baron Salomon the Rothschild, she must have had loads of money.
That's true.
But when I found out that Baron was actually Roman Catholic, and then so Rothschild, the Jewish family, like well-known Jewish family, and then married a Roman Catholic. So no wonder she was disinherited by her mother.
Ah, okay.
Maybe
I didn't
that's-
know these details, but that's interesting.
Then no wonder they actually bought the ruins. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they didn't have enough money for something big enough and actually solid.
Yeah.
No, because the Rothschild family, they were always so meticulous and so careful about the pure blood.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
then it's-
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, love
Love.
goes over everything.
Well, he was not the love of her life, actually. She liked to keep her options open,
Yeah.
and not only men as
Okay.
well.
Okay. Let's look how beautiful this is. I think it's maybe better to just leave the story a little behind and just gonna walk around and seeing these beautiful parts of the castle and the gardens and the lights, of course.
Bij open zee. Dat was een redding. Al snel werd duidelijk wie hen aan het gevaar had onttrokken toen een wonderlijk fabeldier boven water verscheen. En de wind van de vis naar de staart en de schudden van een chameleon. Fabio Fabelvis. Lang geleden vaarden de baron en de barones mee met het schip van een ervaren ontdekkingsreiziger. Het was de beste reis die ze ooit zouden maken, op zoek naar het einde van de 7 wereldzeeën.
This is already so beautiful. We're now going next to one of the ponds that is made next to the castle. So I've never seen it with these lights, to be honest, but it is magical to see this. Wow. And Gregory is saying, Anna loves to callously destroy all your preconceptions about history.
Sorry? Sorry?
You can read it here. Anna loves to callously destroy all your preconceptions about history. So, that's good. That's good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's really good.
Too bad.
But I mean, isn't that what makes it even more interesting? To know all these specific details, and sometimes having a story about someone and then hearing the opposite, or some details you never heard about before, or that was maybe 200 years ago not done to talk about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or where the family didn't want it to come out. All that kind of things. Ah, look how beautiful this is. Magical, isn't it?
Is that an installation or it's just...
It is no. What we see, all these white parts, they are like big vases. They're big vases that are placed next to the pond. Oh, and at the other side, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's art. Of course, because this park is not only just a castle. It is also the park itself with several art, several statues. Because of course both of them love to collect and also love to collect art. So okay, just going. And the reflection is amazing. And yes, Marilyn, she knows she's really good in history, that's for sure. I found that out today again. Taking her to a Dutch royal palace, and she knows so much about other royals from other countries, connections that I didn't even know myself. Wow. We're slowly going around. To the other side, and here we can also see the castle itself a little further away. In all these magical colors. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is, with the reflection in the water. And Inge is saying it is a beautiful park to walk around, and the castle itself is also stunning. You're completely right. You're completely right. And by the way, what we see there in the water is like a big fish. So you were right, Anna. There's some art, although it is connected to the story.
Oh, okay.
Over here. Now there's, to be honest, I'm not gonna follow the full story of what they told you about all these things, because I have to translate literally everything. And then you're hearing the whole time Dutch and English to each other. So we can better just follow the lights and get some magic around. So... And exactly, Inge, it's even there are a lot of lines in the story, so it's a little hard to completely tell that because I also didn't know the story myself before. I haven't been here. It's the first evening.
heen en riep uit volle borst.
Excuseer meneer de fabelvis. Kunt u de vogels hun kleuren weer teruggeven?
Het water rond fabelvis begon te borrelen.
Dankjewel, Nathalie.
Oogden en de vijver kleurde groen. De kleur van hoop.
So it is just when I'm hearing the English or hearing the Dutch and then translating it immediately, that is not very easy. And really have a lot of respect for people who are doing that for their job. Like
I used to do that.
you used to do that.
Yeah, but not in Dutch.
Not in Dutch,
Yet.
okay. Not in Dutch yet, okay.
Just in the meanwhile, some photos of the baronet.
Of the Baroness, okay.
Yeah.
This was her. Oh, okay, wow. This is in one of her racing cars, I assume.
Yeah, exactly.
So, wow, she was
There's one more.
a cool chick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, really, in some of these 1900 cars,
Yes.
where you can still see that people on the side of the road were looking not only at the car, but most probably also like a woman is driving that.
Yeah, and
Wow.
that woman has actually left for us dozens of books of poetry as well.
Okay,
It's one and the same woman
wow. So she was writing poetry
while driving.
while driving.
Okay, don't do this at home.
Don't do this at home, exactly. Writing poetry while driving. But yeah, that was the time that there was not so much other traffic on the road, yeah. I'm just letting the group of people just pass for a moment. And just giving the magic by looking back. Look at this. For postcards, dit is magic to see this. Wow. And yes, Ronnie, I would not write poetry while driving a car. That's a little too much. But we just heard that Anna can translate things while driving a car or not.
I don't drive.
Okay. And you're hearing us walking, of course. The good thing it is not that muddy over here, although everywhere they made lines to make sure that we're not going off the path. And I assume if we're doing that we're getting stuck in the mud. So, beautiful lane, isn't it? With this still quite young trees. Yeah, if you're coming to the Netherlands, this castle, Kasteel de Haar, is only about 30 to 40 minutes away from Amsterdam. So it's not so far away from Utrecht, another Dutch city. And it is one of these places that I always recommend if you have enough time. If you want to see a little more than only Amsterdam, then why not go to a real fairy tale castle? I mean, we have Disney, but you can also go over here. And then later on to the theme park, the Efteling, and then you have a lot of magic. So, okay. Just going to pass this group again.
Deze keer als gasten heeft geïnviteerd. Bij zo'n plechtigheid kunnen we er echt niet bij staan als ze kunnen half bevogen sneeuwpoppen. We moeten niet alleen worden afgestoft, we moeten deze keer ook worden ontdooid. Nog even geduld, alles wordt weer zoals het was.
Had Sita Zolderbuis hem overmoedig toegeroepen. Ze besefte maar al te goed dat er geen tijd te verliezen was. En ging snel weer op pad.
frozen
Zita
statues everywhere.
Zoldermuis had al een hele tocht achter de rug. Vermoeid maar voldaan van wat ze al had bereikt, hield ze even halt bij een standbeeld dat half bevroren voor zich uit stond te staren.
Ben jij daar, vreemde muis? Wil je me alsjeblieft helpen om die vervloekte ijspegel onder mijn neus vandaan te kraken? Het klinkt alsof er een waskneper op mijn reukorgaan zit.
Zita Zoldermuis beklom het glibberige beeld en slaagde erin het van de ijspegel te verlossen. Het leek wel een
It was a frozen statue that she came on her route.
Als vertegenwoordiger
Save
van
the
de
statue.
standbeelden in kasteelpark De Haar ben ik van plan een officiële klacht in te dienen bij Monumentenverzorg. We ervaren hier momenteel temperaturen die je echt met een noodkool mag verwachten.
Okay, let's go.
Has this mouse found out what to do?
No, it needs to go for gets every time a little more information, and then has to find something else.
Okay.
So with every time and she's finding something, then there is a next thing that she needs to find out. So, but the frozen statue was not telling her a lot. Just that it was frozen and he was very cold. And there was even some ice coming from his nose. And it was very itchy.
That's pretty much how statues feel.
How statues
They're all
feel.
naked all year round.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes. But most of them aren't.
Okay. So,
What else happening?
she found a mirror.
muziek in. Dacht Zita Zoldermuis. Als dit de spiegel is waar de glazen bol over sprak, dan moet die wel kunnen zingen. Maar hoe krijg je in vredesnaam gezang uit de spiegel? Maar wat ze dacht, gebeurde ook. In de spiegel begon zich een figuur af te tekenen. En een koor van bomen begon steeds hoger en hoger een toonladder te zingen. Bij de allerhoogste noot begon de spiegel te barsten. En uit het felle licht kwam de buste van de gracieuze operazangeres Sola Citronia tevoorschijn. De baron en barones waren ooit zo vol lof over een concert dat ze van de opera diva hadden bijgewoond in het diepe zuiden, dat ze als dankbaarheid deze spiegel cadeau hadden gekregen. Dankzij de spiegel kon Sola Citronia elk jaar een aria zingen voor de hoge gasten die ze op hun feesten uitnodigen.
Wilt u de vogels weer leren zingen?
And exactly that is because of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, etc. In the highest tone, the mirror was breaking, and behind it there was an opera singer. And that opera singer, in the end, said like, okay, Sita, I want to help you. I want to help you to teach all the birds to learn to sing again.
Okay, maybe she could teach us how to sing that song. We sing beautifully.
Yeah, yeah. I think
The deaf
I can
people.
also get some help to become a better singer. So maybe I should go back there too. Okay, look at the castle further away.
Have we been there? No.
Not
Ooh.
yet. But
Okay.
We're just gonna see some more magic.
Are there many castles in the Netherlands? Like castles, proper medieval
Yeah,
stuff.
really, real castles.
Yeah, real castles.
There are a lot. Yeah, there are a lot. Several hundreds
back.
even. Several hundreds even. But yeah, but
Come back and explore them.
some of them are only ruins. Others are still functioning castles, but literally all over the country you can find them.
Oh,
Not all can be visited, but a lot can.
what's your favorite?
Whoa, that I don't know, to be honest. But I have another story about this.
Okay.
So, because as a young boy, so we're just gonna skip these mirrors over here. Some fireworks. No, as a young boy, as a lot of young boys, I had a rich fantasy. And I always was thinking like, maybe one day I will be a knight. And yeah, where are knights living? Knights are living on castles, of course. So my dad gave me a book about the most famous Dutch castles. I think 85 or 90 different castles.
Oh wow.
So, and there were a lot in there, and also this castle was in there. And he said to me, like, okay, if you want to visit some of these castles, we can do that. So we started visiting. We visited several of them, and then one day I said to my dad, I want to go to the Haar Castle, the one that we're seeing here in front of us.
Okay.
And then my dad said to me, like, okay, Stefan, I want to bring you to castles, but only to real castles, because this is Disneyland. This has nothing to do with a normal castle. This is just made to look beautiful. So he didn't want me to come over here. So in the end, we didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
We didn't make it to this castle, and I only came, I think, the first time when I was doing a tour, a virtual tour. That was the first time that I came over here.
Oh,
Just because my dad influenced me by not going over here, because I was always thinking it is fake. And in a way, it is fake.
yeah. So he was meaning well for sure.
Yeah.
He wanted to show you hardcore, like
Yeah,
real castles.
castles. Yes.
Yeah.
He only wanted to show me real castles and not something like this. It is a little more. So he said, like, yeah, it's like the same as you were saying. We are going to Disneyland for the castle.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
So he wanted me to give me some real history. But look how beautiful it is.
Does it say that the castle has like 200 rooms and 30 bathrooms?
Yes.
How is that possible?
Now you can see how big it is. And the thing is, it's a little hard to see this from over here. But you have the main building here in the middle.
Okay.
Let's come a little here on the side so we don't have people crossing us.
Okay.
Now you have a big building here here in our middle.
Yeah.
And then at the right side there's another building. That is what we were seeing at the start. We came through it, and that is another building that's just for the staff. The staff, the kitchens, all that kind of things were in the side building. So the main building, that was just for the family and for their guests. But they had a lot of guest rooms.
So also the staff had their own castle.
They had their own castle on the side.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was. Plus, there is also, not so far away from here, there is a little village that's called Haar That is just about a kilometer away, so half a mile away. And all the buildings there are designed also by Cuypers in the same style. And that's also where a lot of the staff was living. So some of them were living over here, but most of them were just working here on the right side, in the side building. And then they were living in Haar just around the corner and working here, or being here during working hours.
Okay.
For the guests, to make the food, to make sure that the gardens were always beautiful, etc.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. I could do some work for them. I could just meow and just scare away all the mice.
Yeah, that's maybe a good one.
Yeah, I might be living in a castle.
And then where would you like to live if you're looking at this castle? Are there some specific parts?
Maybe in the tower?
Maybe in the tower? Okay.
Yeah, unlike the left one.
The left tower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really the castle. That looks like a real castle.
Yeah.
A little more.
Oh, I like this nice box.
Yeah. The time.
De klokken tikken mee. Met de tijd.
We're ticking on the time.
De tijd is rond, maar de tijd die vliegt voorbij.
The time flies.
De klokken tikken mee. Met de tijd. Langzaam gaan de tijd is rond, maar de tijd die vliegt voorbij.
Koekoek. Piauw.
Wakker worden, tijd voor avontuur.
I don't know where our cat is, but...
I did? Yeah, he did. Oh, he did.
Okay, so let's go a little further. And over here, by the way, there is one of my, maybe my favorite tree here in the park. That is this enormous weeping willow.
Oh, I love weeping willows.
So
They're my favorite trees.
they're your favorite trees, and also this one is just next to the water. Wow. This is magical.
We are in a fantasy world.
We are in a fantasy world for sure.
Also, thinking about the Sleepy Hollow movie.
Sleepy Hollow, okay. Yeah.
Just can't help it. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, wait. Look how beautiful this is. So we're going around the castle. So bit by bit we're seeing different parts, as you can see. Just back. Okay. And then of course also here at the right side you can see how Catholic they were, because they were building their own little church. So this church was just for the family, their private church. We were going around it, I think. Well, here at the left side, by the way, is a place where everyone who is joining this evening can have some food and drinks. But we were warm already, isn't it?
And plenty of food. I'm fed up, like literally.
Okay, on the way over here, I'm not gonna tell this. On the way over here, we were thinking we need some food. And we found in Amersfoort, we thought we found a nice pizzeria. And then coming there, it was closed. So we had to find another one. And then the second one was completely empty and looked like, very just with white lights, and that you're really thinking like, okay, that's nice to order a pizza but not to sit. And then we found a third restaurant next to the highway, and then we found out we had 1 hour to eat, that it was an all-you-can-eat restaurant. So and all you can eat, as in you can stay there for 2 hours, you can order every 8 minutes. Now I think we have been there 35 minutes only. And in these 35 minutes we already had so much food that we were really surprised that people could stay there for 2 hours in total. And eating, because that is literally too much. Literally too much. So we are almost rolling here over the terrain while we have this beautiful this beautiful little church now from the other side. We still have the time. Of course, we have to turn back the time. I'm just gonna show you a little more. Oh, sorry. Okay. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. Projected on the wall.
Reflected in the water.
With a beautiful reflection, yeah. And also the lights. Gregory, that would have been a good idea, but a doggy bag in the Netherlands is not really normal to ask for that. I mean, we have all you can eat, but then asking for a doggy bag for some crumbs, no. No, that's not the idea.
We could have asked for a kitty bag though.
A kitty bag, yeah, that's true. Look how beautiful this is.
That's also Cuypers.
Also Cuypers.
Cuypers.
Everything is
Cuypers,
Cuypers. Everything is Cuypers here. On the terrain. Yeah.
I don't know,
Because
sometimes it
Cuypers.
seems he was the only architect at that time.
Yeah, but he was the most famous one. And the thing is, Cuypers became famous by designing churches. He was the architect of churches.
He was Catholic, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was very Catholic. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're coming nearby the side of the castle now. And the reflections are really beautiful. Look at this. And here, I was talking before about that this could never be a castle. And you can see that on this side because look at the windows. There's so many windows on the side. So if this would have been a medieval castle, then it was very easy to capture it because of these enormous windows. That's not very good for your protection.
And also losing heat very quickly.
That's also true. Yeah, that's also true.
But like any fully fledged house, there is a castle, there is a moat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even over here, they even have a drawbridge there at the side. So, yeah.
Okay.
A drawbridge.
Drawbridge, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's walk a little more. It's beautiful, isn't it? If you see all of this. Okay. We're now in front of the main entrance of the castle. Going that way, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, even if you don't follow the story completely, it is already beautiful, isn't it? With all these blue lights everywhere. I'm just gonna also show you this from the side. Spooky castle.
Was it in the 19th century when it was already permitted like to build Catholic churches like openly, or it was earlier?
That was that was allowed again.
In the 19th century.
Yeah.
So just Cuypers, being Catholic architect, was just there at the right place at the right time.
It was the right place, right time. Yes, exactly. And it was also a moment that there was a lot of money. It was going quite well with the country, so there was enough money, and there were several big. And it was the start of the industrialization in the Netherlands. So there were a lot of big projects like stations, like the Rijksmuseum is also an example.
Bij het kasteel aangekomen. Ze stopte bij een zonderling rond deurtje. Over de deuropening hing een koekoeksklok. Kijk, de beiden gingen niet vooruit, maar tikten terug. Daar verscheen vadertje tijd. Hij leefde van de hoogste klokkentoren.
Wauw.
Onder de grond en de monsters.
So this is the house, the palace for the staff.
Exactly. The staff was working, and some of them living over here on this castle on the side. So, and you can see the two places are connected to each other. There is here in the middle, so you see the castle is at the left, the place for the staff is at the right, and in the middle there's a tunnel. There's a tunnel, and that tunnel was built so they could have the food delivered through that tunnel without going outside to the rain and the cold.
How magnanimously.
Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it?
But I just assumed that if the cook was made there, if the food wasn't cooked there, it just would take at least 15 minutes to deliver it, and it would all be already cold.
No, they had, we are not going inside now, but they had like a big room over there, a little at the right side here of the castle where they were eating.
Okay.
That is, it was not that far.
So okay, then can I switch my tower from that one to this one?
Okay,
to be closer to food. I
Which
want
closer
this tower.
to food. Okay,
Yeah.
this tower? Okay. Yeah, you can also go, you want the round one or the square one?
No, the round one.
The round one, okay.
Yeah.
And then the top.
Yeah. No. Just want to be closer to food, you know?
Okay, that's good. Here you can see a little better the bridge that's going from one side to the other side. Okay. We're going through the gate over here. Gate over here, and also love these little doors here on the side.
I'm just worried a little bit about the mouse. So
The mouse, yeah.
Is he gonna be fine? Are the birds gonna be tweeting again?
So. I hope so.
She's singing to them. She's singing to the birds.
And I'm seeing fireworks.
There's the birds and here's singing. Is it Kelsey?
Kelsey, is that you?
Kasteel de Haar. Iedereen hield een adem in. De spanning hing in de lucht. Tot plotseling, van achter de verweerde kasteelmuur, het grote bolle oog van niemand minder dan Fabio Fabelvis verscheen. Een zucht van oplichting ging door het park, maar zou het hem lukken? Ja hoor, dankzij een vette knipoog van Fabio kregen alle vogels weer kleur. Eind goed, al goed.
Oh, I can hear the tweeting.
Zie dan Zoldermuis was aangenaam verrast. Haar vrienden waren haar gelukkig niet vergeten. Op en rond het kasteel zaten honderden vogeltjes stil en grijs te wachten op het grote moment.
Fabio was the fish, Inge. the fish that we met earlier.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Oh, this is great.
Sorry?
You just want to do that.
I was thinking maybe this is Cuypers that we have over here. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
It looks. I think this is the architect Cuypers that we have over here. But I don't know it for sure. Just guessing based on pictures that I know from him. Okay, I'm just going to the other side. It's Cuypers?
Well, they are very similar. Look.
Yeah, this could have been him. Could have been him. So most probably it's him.
And the other one's gone.
Or maybe it was the Baron. That's also possible, of course. Okay. Okay, we're going through the rose gardens, where I was talking about before. The place where Hélène de Rothschild loved to be. To drink her teas, to just walk around. So I have to come back over here in June, July, and then you can see all the roses. And of course, I could also walk under here, under the roses. Keep their skin pale, that was still quite normal in these times. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, I'm just also going to show you the other side. Oh.
Over dat bruggetje, dat vind ik wel fascinerend. Are there any hotels in the castles?
Hotels in the castles.
Not that like I have any budget for it, but just wondering, you know.
No, there's not a. At this moment, there's not a hotel.
Well, not here,
No.
but in general.
In general, in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, we have some. Although most castles are not really designed to be a hotel, to be honest.
Oh,
With these thick walls, no windows, hardly any windows, no heating. So,
yeah.
but it's beautiful to walk around over here and to see all these colors and thinking about all these things that happened over here. And nowadays, a lot of festivals, etc., are here on this terrain. But for several generations here, the richest of the richest people from all over the world were coming here to have parties, to eat, to enjoy, to do all kind of things on this private place. So We're now over here on this side of the castle, and this is the Italian garden, or the Roman garden that we have over here. So the style is a more Roman style. So several parts. The rose garden before was in the French style. The main part of the park is in the English landscape style, but here we have the Italian or the Roman style. So it's a little hard to see, but you can maybe recognize these trees, these shapes of the trees, but you can also find in Rome, for example.
En oh ja, voor volgend jaar nodig ik je graag nog eens uit voor een nieuw avontuur. Op een ongetwijfeld even wonderlijke, lumineuze nacht. Ziezo, jullie hebben me gevonden. Was me dat een avond vol gedonder, gesprankel en getover in en rond kasteel de Haar. Maar na elk avontuur wordt er ook een voor het
So let's see. I love the little lights that they placed over here on the side. So we're slowly walking towards the exit. Did a complete round around the castle, seeing big parts of the gardens, although in the night. Sorry that it was all in Dutch and there was a lot of talking in Dutch. Too much to translate. So, and they have beautiful little lights here on the side as little fires. So, I hope you still enjoy it, even if it is mainly in a language that most of you, or at least the majority of you, don't understand. And just to give you an idea, we're now walking towards the exit, and there you can see that it was not only the main castle and the area that was built for their staff, but literally every part was completely designed. So there were some other buildings, so the old stables were just in front of us, and there's also an entrance gate to get on the estate, and also both of them were designed by Cuypers in the same style, with the same ideas. So also at the last part, want to show you that. No, most of the time I'm finding my way out, but on some festivals not, that's true. Okay, we have to go to some places where they buy some last Christmas things and also parking tickets to get out of the terrain. Christmas parking tickets, exactly. Something like that. So, walking towards the end, and if you enjoy this tour, it's of course a little different than what I'm normally doing, but I hope you enjoyed it, and also it was nice to have Anna again with me.
Thank you for
I mean.
having me. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Stefan.
Yeah, so but I also want to show you a little the entrance. That is over here. Wait. Just going on the side. So normally you're going here through the door, through the gate, and there is in the old stables, that's where you can pay for tickets to get inside the castle.
Yeah, I see a horse head over there.
And there's a horse head. Yeah, exactly. That's because it was the stables and the carriages and everything was over here.
Okay.
I don't know the number of horses they had, but I assume more than one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here, the entrance building again. And Zita is waving at us here on the side. This little mouse was guiding us this evening, but let's go outside. We have these beautiful doors again. Just want to show you some little parts. And then we're outside, and even the outside has a beautiful projection.
Ja, steeds van de feestweken een mooie afsluiting. Met ik zal het wel helemaal.
Okay, just gonna show it for a moment. I hope you all enjoyed it. So we're here together. We're going home now after the all-you-can-eat and everything. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I can also just go through my knees a little to get on the same. So it was wonderful with these two ladies to be here on this magical night. So I want to thank you again. If you like this tour, you can give us a glue wine or all you can eat. No, not anymore. Not anymore.
I cannot eat anymore. That's
You
it.
cannot. No, that's true. That's true. So, and it's good to know that we are back tomorrow. Tomorrow with 2 tours, not 3. Today was a 3. That's a little too much, maybe.
But tomorrow I have one more
Oh, you have
in
one
the
more.
evening. Yes.
Okay, 3 tours tomorrow.
And actually, it's going to be my very last tour done from Amsterdam for now.
For now.
As of
For now. Yeah.
Yes. It's going to be about the house of Peter the Great in Zaandam.
Okay. Okay. Or maybe we can better the other way.
Yeah.
And they can see our faces.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay.
That's
Look
much
at that.
better.
Oh, yeah. That's unbelievable.
Yes.
Hi.
So technically, Stefan and I will be doing 2 tours together, and then in the end, they're gonna have to wait for me somewhere while I'll be doing my
Your very last tour.
Yeah. About Zaandam and House of Peter the Great.
Yeah, but your last tour about that you are in the
While I
Netherlands.
am,
in the
yes.
Netherlands.
And for now.
And for now, so you will come back. But before that, there will be. Can you be a little? So you're just in the light.
Sorry.
Before that time, tomorrow 2 different tours. First about Delftware, the porcelain, the beautiful Delft porcelain, and then later on we will also do a night tour. We will also do a night tour in Delft. So that is all for tomorrow. And then after that, Anna has her last tour about Zaandam and Peter the Great, and that will be, of course, great too.
Hope so.
Yeah, thank you again for joining. Oscar is not here. I think he is still in the
eating too much.
He is he eat too much. He ate too much, so he is sleeping in the car. So thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.